test. Are we live? Well, Coach, I think we're live finally. After about halfway through the first quarter, Hawks got the ball first and just got taken down, turnover on downs by the Hawks, or by the Eagles.
Are we live, Ryan?
I think we're live.
Okay, we apologize for that, folks. Technical difficulties again. The production, I told Mrs. Phillips today we should start charging $4.99 for this to get the production value up, Coach.
Yeah, first away game. I mean, why not be a little...
Let's get them up to speed quick. So the Hawks had a long drive down to about the 14-yard line. It was 4th and 4, and there was a block in the back penalty, but it was declined due to the fact that Landon threw the ball to the dirt as he was getting tackled. So the Eagles have taken over, and it is 2nd down.
Oh, that looks like a fumble. No, incomplete pass. So, yeah, so the Hawks were moving good there, and then got a holding call, and got bailed out by a pass interference call.
Yeah, they actually had they called a pass interference down by the goal line, if not in the end zone. That helped St. Mary's move it to, it would have been 3rd and 4 again, because they had a holding call prior to that play to bring it to 3rd and 14, and turned out to be 4th down.
Meanwhile, we got our camera guy, Jim Westman, going to get popcorn, so now we got to run the camera again.
That's right. I think he stepped over across the field.
So here we go, 3rd and 5 for the Eagles, Coach. 4:39 here in the first quarter. Looks like the Hawks in a blitz. Nice completion out to the far side. They're going to call it a 2-yard completion. That's Bielenberg to Bielenberg. So we had a nice pregame ready to go, Coach. That failed, and hey, the only thing we can do is improve, right?
Improvise, adapt, and overcome, man.
Yeah. And now we got a timeout here. 4:16 here in the first quarter. Just when we go live, we'll take a timeout too. So this is Hawk Football, Fuller Digital Solutions.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hawk Football, Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Ryan Hayek, and joining me, former head coach Zach Arnold. Coach, I was kind of busy with the Hawks. I mean, it looked like they had some things going there and kind of stalled there in the first series, so good job by the Eagles. Yeah, we're live. Thanks, Jim, for finally joining us on the camera. But it's 4:16, the gorgeous night here in Sioux City, Iowa.
Oh, it's beautiful now that that sun went down under the trees.
A great press box here for Siouxland.
It is probably the best view.
Yeah,
no
great
poles
view.
In the way.
Yeah, no pole. So the Eagles are lined up to punt The Hawks have no one back to receive. For a bit of a high snap. Bingelman gets it. End over end kick. Let's see what kind of bounce gets a Hawk bounce. And the Eagles are going to touch it at the 32-yard line. So we'll see here what the Hawks do here on the second drive of the game. 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
Yeah, St. Mary's, Ryan, was having a hard time running it between the tackles on that first series. You know, that moving down the field, they're pretty effective pulling their guards and getting around. And the Eagles weren't able to get to that near side shoulder. And those St. Mary's offensive linemen were getting their hips across and hips through and, you know, pushing them back a few yards. So we'll see here if the Eagles defense can adjust to that.
I know, speaking with Coach Osterman this morning, he wanted to see the O-line fire off the ball today, and we'll see if they can do that here. Spread formation, spot pass out here to Keaton Harpin on the near side. Makes one guy miss. He's going to pick up close to 10 yards. Nice little, it's a quick pass, but it's more like a run game, right, Coach?
Exactly, and, you know, you got 9 yards out of it. That's better than most runs.
Yeah, so second and very short for the Hawks. And Keaton Harpin, he had himself a game last week.
Yeah, he's a tough player. You get him out in space, he can make people miss usually.
So 3:40 here in the first quarter. Another Osterman key. He wanted the passing game to be very efficient tonight.
And so far they have been. I mean, in that first series, the fans couldn't see from home, but they did take a shot to the end zone on Braxton Knight, but was just slightly overthrown.
Nice run by Landon Walschmidt on the far sideline. He's going to pick up way more than enough for a first down into Eagle territory at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Hawks. And this is what they did last drive. They just kind of stumbled there inside the red zone.
Yeah, Coach, and, you know, the Eagles need to keep their energy up, too. You know, that first drive, that first series, making that big stop, a lot of emotions go into that. It could take a lot out of you. You got to stay fired up out there and keep moving sideline to sideline because St. Mary's is going to try to exploit you that way.
Yeah, Eagles are playing tough here early on in the first quarter. Hawks are going to open a 3 wide here to the near side. Landon alone in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Throws a spot pass out here to Keaton Harpinall. And he is swarm of a bunch of Eagles for a tackle for loss. Like you said, Coach, the Eagles are here to play.
Yeah, they made a good read there, and they came downhill fast, and they got there before the line was ready to set up and make that block on him.
So 2nd and 12 for the Hawks. Something no offense coordinator wants to call. Be behind the chains, right, Coach?
Absolutely. But I like this spot from a defensive perspective, Coach.
That gives you a lot of flexibility.
A lot of room here to play with things.
Yeah. So the Hawks are going to go same formation except flip it, maybe a little bunch set here to the far sideline. Landon alone in the backfield. We're going to have false start on the Hawks. Hawks keep backing up, Coach.
Yeah, and St. Mary's, you know, I have noticed we've quite a few penalties so far this game already. You know, you got to stay calm and collected out there. Don't let your emotions get involved. And obviously mistakes happen. I have noticed a few uncharacteristic blocks in the back, holdings, and things like that. One thing I'm seeing right now, though, the Eagles, they're going to want to make sure to secure that far side edge, Coach. They're not lining up outside of anybody over there. And I feel like Landon's going to run a sweep to that boundary for quite a few yards.
And we'll see if the Hawks can see that as well and see if they can take advantage of that. Yeah, usually your week 1 and week 2 is your biggest improvement. So
right, absolutely. And like we talked about earlier, Coach, Eagles played a good game, you know, against Granger. Just had some mistakes.
There's that sweep you were talking about to the far sideline. Has plenty of room. He's going to pick up 10 yards, make it 3rd and very manageable for the Hawks. Landon was very effective on the ground last week.
Ran hard and, yeah, showed some good explosive speed. It looks like right now, they look like they're a little tight.
Yeah.
The Hawks look a little tight. He's not really getting that acceleration I noticed last week. So we'll see if, maybe they get a score, big first down here. That'll loosen them up a little bit.
Yeah, 1:25 here in the first quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Hawks at the Eagle 25-yard line. Motioning Koink. Fake to Koink. He's going to look. He's got a wide open receiver, and it's incomplete pass. Coach, what I noticed there is 2 receivers in the same spot.
Right.
There was no one on Braxton Knipe. Threw it to Worth, who had a guy on him, but there's 2 receivers way too close to each other.
That's a good point, Coach, and I think Landon felt he had to rush that a little bit. Somebody was coming from his backside there.
So another 4th down here for the Hawks. Try to convert here.
What do you like here, Coach? This is
4th
and 5.
I think we found out that we had a 6'7" receiver last week, and I think I'd, looks like the guy guarding him is number 9. He's 5'6", so I think I would throw it up to him.
And Hawks are going to take a timeout and discuss that strategy.
So they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Hawk Football, Fuller Digital Solutions.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Ida Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Ida Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. 1:12 here in the first quarter. Sorry about the technical difficulty we had earlier. So the Hawks in Eagle territory, 4th and 5. Big mismatch here with 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm going to bring a blitz from that side, Ryan, to force him to throw the opposite
He's
way.
going to throw a hitch right at the change to Braxton Knipe, and it's going to be completed for the first down. Nice pitch and catch. So first down for the Hawks. I tell you what, these Eagles came to play the first quarter.
Yeah, they came out fired up. When they came out of the tunnel, they were pretty animated, so you could tell that they meant business tonight. It's been a good football game so far, so I'm excited.
So first and 10. Hand off to Keaton here to the near side. Cuts it back up. Makes a few guys miss. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Nice run for Keaton Harpenall. We're live here in Sioux City, Iowa. A little nice facility here for an 8-man ball game.
Yeah, Coach, I never coached a game here. I don't think when we were coaching we ever played down here. I think they came to Remsen every year.
Yeah, this Siouxland used to be attached with Whiting, and all the games were down in Whiting, Iowa.
That is true. There you
5
go.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. That's your first quarter. Hawks 0, Siouxland Christian 0. We'll be back.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments. And the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. Start of the second quarter here. Landon drops back to pass, throws it up high to Sam Schmillen. It's going to be close to the goal line. Nice. Hey, that's that lob pass we were talking about.
That's tough. Sam got turned around right at the right time, and the ball was right there. And, it's hard to match up with that.
Yeah, their defensive backs are 5'6", 5'9", and Sam's 6'7".
You got to hit, and they did hit Sam off the line there, but that's one thing you have to do with the big tight end like that is you got to delay his route. You have to slow him down somehow by hitting him off the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice little lob pass by Landon Walshman. Coach, one thing I noticed after the first quarter, Eagles coming off the field excited, fired up, right? Usually, on paper, this is a huge mismatch. Eagles have never beat the Hawks before, and I feel like the Hawks need to match their intensity.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what we talked about. They seem kind of tight, and a lot of that could be because they know about the long win streak. But you got to come out and take care of business each week.
Landon's going to go right up the middle, and they're still going to mark him short of the goal line. So it's going to be second and goal.
And here's a good opportunity, Ryan. We talked about, with the line. You go out there and talk to them and say, hey, listen, we need 3 yards to get in here. We're going to run the ball. We're going to make a statement. All right, we're not going to do anything fancy. Push them back. Let's get a touchdown here. And that get everybody kind of loosened up.
Yeah, run the ball here. Let's see some.
We'll see what the Eagles do defensively.
O-line take some ownership here.
Right.
Let's run behind me. Let's go.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty close.
Gun T formation. Landon's going to hang up to Coink up the middle, and there's the hands up for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run by Coink. Well, there's a nice drive the Hawks needed after a turnover on downs.
Absolutely. Yeah, get execution here, get the ball in the end zone. It's different also not having Jackson Bunkers out there for that PAT when you want him.
Yeah, we haven't seen usually we've had some consistent PAT kickers here.
Definitely for the last few years.
So now the Hawks are going to line up for 2. Landon alone in the backfield. He's going to motion Harpenall. Fake the Harpenall, and he's just going to lob it up, and it's going to be incomplete. The Eagles hold them on a 2-point conversion. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 6, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. We'll be back.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move. MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Well, welcome back to Hawk Football. If you're just joining us, we had some technical difficulty here for the most of the first quarter, but we're back live here in Sioux City, Iowa. I'm Ryan Hayek. Along with me is my good friend Zach Arnold. Coink just capped off a nice drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. And that's Coink's first TD of the 2023 season. So let's see if the Hawks defense can make another stop here, Coach.
Yeah, for the Eagles, based off of the one game I've seen, Coach, I'd be letting that quarterback carry the ball quite a bit. They're effective downfield throws. They like the jump ball a lot, and I guess the same way as St. Mary's, the matchup could favor that. They have some tall receivers, and St. Mary's DBs aren't that tall. However, I think their best shot at moving the football is going to be having that quarterback carried as many times as possible.
Yeah, Bielenberg is a very good athlete. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw it across the middle, off the hands of his senior receiver. That's Bielenberg as well. A lot of Bielenbergs on this roster, Coach.
Yeah, I think they announced 2 or 3. I just heard the
there's at
one
least
say
3
he was a
on the
Mike
roster.
linebacker, so that my antennas went up right away.
So you wonder if they're brothers. Or So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Had pretty decent pass protection there. Had a good ball just right off the fingertips.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, they come down with that one. But in the same breath, you know, Eagles, they can't get too excited here and try to throw themselves out of, you know, possessions. It's a long game, and it's only 6-0.
So Bielenberg's going to try the option on the far side, and the Hawks D-line met him there, leading by Hunter Pick and Colby Penning and Knipe, all there for a tackle for loss. We're still just seeing the kids, like, go through the motions out there. No excitement, like, I don't know.
And it is warm out. Maybe that's part of it, where they're a little warm. I don't know.
You used to see the bones get thrown up after a tackle for loss. Some jumping around.
The bones would get tossed around a little bit.
So 3rd and long here for the Eagles.
But this is where you want to be if you're St. Mary's. You're playing a team that likes to run in a passing situation. The DBs have got a good depth here.
Looks like they're playing his zone. They're going to blitz, and Hunter Pick knocks it down at the line. So nice job by the defense. You know, when being in that 3rd and long situations, you're able to play games with that and bring some guys from different areas.
Absolutely. And, you know, there might come a point, too, for the Eagles where they're in that 3rd and long situation. And you know what St. Mary's is going to do. They're going to back up and play the first down marker and maybe possibly bring a guy off the edge. It wouldn't be a bad idea if you could find a gap to run it with that quarterback and take what you can get. You might be able to break a tackle.
Yeah, screens too, right?
Screens, yeah.
So punt formation for the Eagles. Ooh, a little bit of low snap, and the Hawks almost get it. That's worth. And it's going to bounce right about midfield. They're going to mark it in the Eagle territory at the 39-yard line. Oh, right at midfield. So the Hawks get great field position on a 3-and-out.
Yeah, big drive here, you know, based off of the Eagles game against Grettinger Terrell. They moved the ball really well the first series, and then they kind of shot themselves in the foot. A couple interceptions, some big penalty turnovers. And after that, you know, the wheels kind of fell off, it seemed like, and Grettinger was able to run away with that game. We'll be curious to see if they can keep this energy alive and stay in this fight.
So 2 receivers to the far side and motioning Koink. Bobbled snap. Landon picks it up. He's trying to make something happen, and he throws to a wide open Knipe. Knipe has Harpin on lead block for him, and he's going to get tackled just outside the Eagle 10-yard line. Just how they planned it, Coach.
Yeah, that was real heads-up play, and Braxton did a good job, you know, sitting in that bubble over there waiting for it. Landon's been pretty, you know, for the most part tonight, pretty elusive when he's about to get tackled. He's had a couple of those scrambles where I feel like he might get tackled, and he breaks free from it and makes a good completion.
Yeah, Eagles were right there, just didn't capitalize on that little bobble mistake there, and the Hawks turned something, nothing into something, right?
Right, and, you know, they want to clean up that reach a little bit. They're kind of running at him with their hands out, extended, you know, get your body to the quarterback and wrap up from that point.
So same formation. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw a screen right up the middle to Harpenall, and it's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. I love the play call, but it was slow execution. It was
for sure. The defender did a great job there staying home. I was looking down the boundary there at Sam Schmillen to see if they were going to throw it up to him.
So nice job by the Eagles.
It just shows you, though, you know, just even that, how much of a threat having the guy that size is out there, because your eyes are just drawn to him. You know, it's such a weapon.
Yeah, we're missing the other big weapon tonight in Colin Holman.
Oh, that's right, Colin. You said Colin was
another
out of town.
6'7" tight end. So 9:18 here in the second quarter. 2 receivers here to the near side. Landon and Koink in the backfield. Hand up to Koink up the middle. Has some room. Gets met about after 4 yards. Going to make it 3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Yeah, the Eagles looks like not a lot of depth on their sidelines.
No, I noticed that. Even less than the Hawks have. Not saying something. I think there's only 16 athletes on the St. Mary's sideline.
So once again, a lot of these athletes are going to have to battle through some of this tough heat conditions. early on the season. Laying in gun T formation. Tries to draw him off sides, and he does. Easy 5 yards by the Hawks. Nice play call.
Yeah, that was a good idea, and you could tell just based off of the last few times they've done it, when they try to kind of initiate that blitz to get your offensive line to jump. You can use that against them because they're on their toes so much. They're coming down.
And one thing, by switching up your snaps and your cadence, it keeps that D-line from guessing.
Absolutely.
So now they want to fire off the ball, but they can't fire off the ball because they don't know if you're going on one or going on two. So 3rd and short here for the Hawks. Landon's going to keep it. Wait for blocks. Cut it here back to the near side. Got enough for the first down. The 1st and goal. Boy, I tell you what, though, this Eagles team is making the Hawks work.
No, yeah, they're playing a pretty good game so far. There's obviously some things to clean up, but like you made a point earlier, Coach. On paper, this probably is a different ball game than 6-0.
Oops. Yeah, they're kind of jogging up. Coach Osman just hollered, "Run up to the line of scrimmage."
Trying to get them energized.
So gun T formation again. Landon fakes the handoff, stiff arms, and runs in for a Hawk touchdown.
Yeah, we saw it again there, Coach. Trying to use your hands to get to the body. You got to take your body to the body there and then wrap up from that point, because Landon does a great job. And you saw it right there using that stiff arm. And even so, when he doesn't use a stiff arm, he's really good at kind of twitching his hip away from the defender.
Yeah, great fake, too, with that run and then pulling it. So that's Landon Walshman's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. He's going to make the score 12-0. And the Hawks line up for a 2-point conversion. Trips here to the near side. Landon's going to keep it again. Try to follow big Hunter pick, and he's in the end zone for a 2-point play. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 14, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. We'll be back.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types would work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Welcome back to Hawk football. So a nice return by the Eagles. Take it to their own 20-yard line. Take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, Ty's got a pretty good boot on him.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of leg muscle back there to help push that thing down the field. That never hurts.
A lot of leg muscle. So one thing that has been consistent today, Coach, is this defense.
Absolutely, yeah. They've done a good job keeping containment on the quarterback. Eagles are going to have to adjust to that. Last series they came out and threw it on 1st down. You want to get some momentum going here probably. Get a few yards, 3 to 4 yards on a run here, kind of soften up that defense, and try to find some holes in what's going on out there with St. Mary's.
So 4 wide here for the Eagles to start. Bielenberg drops back to pass. Looks on the far side. Incomplete pass. It's always hard starting to drive 2nd and 10.
Tough, you know, and you got to remember, you can't get it all back at once. You know,
Right.
you got to come down here and put drives together. And
yeah, you get a nice long drive here. Maybe punch it in, 1-possession game.
For sure. And I mean,
late in
this
the
is
second
great.
quarter.
This is great for the Hawks because they want you to be throwing like this. You know, they
Right.
just even talking with Coach this week a little bit, you know, recognizing the quarterback is an explosive runner when he wants to be and can get some good, solid chunks of yards. You know, them coming out and throwing is just right into our hand.
He's going to drop back to pass. Has a guy back there. A big conversion by the Eagles. A little hitch and go. It looks like Cade Tinniger bought on that hitch, and then the receiver was able to get behind him. Well, that was a great job by Bielinger stepping up in the pocket and throwing a good ball.
I thought he was going to scramble and run. Maybe it's because that's what seems like that normally happens.
So the Eagles are in Hawk territory at the Hawks' 35-yard line after a nice
But that's
pitch
the
and
momentum
catch.
for them. Like
yeah,
you said, you know,
great momentum.
Like boosted them back up.
So they're going to hand up right up the middle, and big old Ty Tritz is there to meet them.
Yeah, that's going to be tough all night for them, you know, and even against Grettinger, not much success in those kind of delayed runs, inside zone reads.
One thing I do like about it, whether it's 0 yards or 1 yard, it keeps that clock rolling.
Absolutely, and it does. Yet the defense has to acknowledge it, and they have to acknowledge that the ball carrier received the handoff, and now the quarterback didn't.
When you are a big mismatch on paper, you want to try to shorten these games as much as possible. And,
Very good point.
And keeping that clock running is your friend.
Very good point. Yeah, because if you score here, you want to have as less time as possible on the clock for the Hawks to go downfield and put one back in.
So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 4 wide. Bielinger drops back to pass and throws it to his receiver. An incomplete pass. So it's going to make it a 3rd and 10. I imagine you're in two down territory, so what I'd like to see is maybe get at least half these yards, right, Coach?
Yeah, you have try to make half of it up right here. I still think their best bet for the Eagles would be running plays with their quarterback, trying to get him out in the open space a little bit. But as I say that, they throw a hitch and go for 20 yards.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it looks like the Eagles are going to take a timeout and think about it, and we're going to take a timeout and think about it as well. This is Hawk Football, Fuller Digital Solutions.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Mighty Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Mighty Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Oh, incomplete pass on 3rd and 10. Bielenberg was right behind the defenders, just outside his reach. It's going to make it 4th and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I just thought of this right now, Coach, and I'm noticing it off of that play versus some other incompletions that he's thrown. When he's rushed is when he starts to kind of short arm that, and his feet aren't set, and his mechanics kind of go out the window.
Yeah.
So, because right there he has a little bit of time, and he got some man underneath a bit. Maybe that's a good plan for the Hawks is to keep some pressure on him.
Well, it was great pass protection by the Eagles.
I was very surprised by that. He had quite a bit of time.
So 4th and 10. Hawks look like they're dropped back in a nice little zone. And the Eagles has plenty of time. He's going to call his own number now. He's got a lot to go, and he's going to get met short of the first down. Hawks are going to take over on turnover on downs. Nice stop by the Hawks defense. You know, Coach, I would like to see him do that on third down.
I mean, if I'm coaching, most of the downs is what that's going to
Yeah,
passing plays
yeah,
especially.
yeah.
If you don't have your first look right away, I'm taking
Run,
off with him.
right.
He's a good, strong runner, and you can
Yeah.
see right there. He's challenging the defense.
Yeah,
he was
he's
willing to go head-to-head there.
Tough little kid, tough
and
little
we both
athlete.
like quarterbacks
Yeah.
like that that'll put their shoulder down
Right.
and take the lumber to somebody.
So Hawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. 6:21 here in the second quarter. Landon Koink in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side. Option here to the near side. Landon's going to cut it up the middle. Pick up a nice 8 yards.
Nice cut there by Landon.
You know, Coach, that's one of my favorite plays, the option, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just so hard to defend. And the Eagles did a great job widening it out, but it's just a better cutback by Landon Walshman.
Exactly. If you practice it enough, you're going to see those lanes. And
Yeah.
Landon did a good job.
Well, once you start seeing the defense widen out, I mean, there's no one left for that cutback. It's a nice job by Walshman.
Yeah, and like you talked about earlier, too, Coach, you know, getting that defense's eyes to go left to right a
Yeah.
lot more, and pretty soon, right up the middle.
So gun T formation. Koink and Harpin on the backfield. Koink's going to get it right up the middle. Has enough for the first down. Still running. Across midfield into Eagle territory at the 35-yard line.
There we go, Brady. Good hard run there.
Yeah. He reminds me of like a Mike Allscott.
He's a bruiser. I was just going to say that, actually, Mike Allside.
Yeah?
He was, yeah.
We're on the same page
Just a
there?
bruiser.
This-
Probably
the-
not as big,
These young
strong, or
bucks
fast,
probably,
but-
yeah, well, obviously, right, NFL.
Oh, yeah, they probably have no clue who Mike
Yeah,
Allside
yeah,
is.
these young bucks have no clue.
Yeah, he was a beast. That big neck roll.
Yeah, that's just intimidating in itself. That's worth 3 yards.
Exactly.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Spread formation. Walshman alone in the backfield. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw a slant, and no one there. Miscommunication looks like there, Coach. Or
Yeah, they didn't account for that guy coming on the backside there. Kind of stung Landon a little bit.
Well, the Eagles did a great job blitzing there and got to the quarterback. 5:01 here in the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, Hawks started off slow in the first quarter, was all knotted up 0-0. Then Hawks started making some noise in the second quarter with a 2-yard touchdown run by Koink, a 5-yard touchdown run by Walshman. We had some technical difficulty. We're back and ready to go.
Unbalanced set here. Or no, they moved Lennon to guard.
Optioning to the far side. Lanning cuts it up again. He's got some room. One stiff arm. Another first down by the Hawks. That optioning's working really well against these Eagles.
And I just noticed, and I'm not sure, Coach, if you have, but it looks like we've shifted the offensive line a little bit, unless that was just for that specific play. But it looks like Ty Tritz is taking over at center.
Okay.
And Lennon had moved to right guard. Again,
Okay.
it could just be for that play.
Yeah, I wonder, we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if it's an experiment or...
There we go.
So, yeah, it does look like Lenny and Ty switch. Lannon's going to be all alone in the backfield. 1st and 10. Koink's going to motion in tight. Lannon drops back to pass. Pump fakes to Knipe. Has them open. Touchdown, Hawks!
Nice ball.
A 24-yard touchdown pass. A little hitch and go, Coach.
Nice ball. And a nice route by Braxton.
Yeah,
that
it was a
good
great
route. Good timing
great
on
route, perfect protection, and a well-thrown ball.
You know, and that's one of those situations. The defense did pretty much all they could there. The Eagles, one thing I noticed right away is the linebacker guarding Brady Koink. You know, Brady was in the block. He blitzed, which I like. You know, he come in, hey, you're going to block me,
Yep.
fine. He actually got through, got to the quarterback's backside. just wasn't able to get his hand on the ball there to disrupt the play.
You know what quarterback that looked like back in the day was Jacob Wesselman. Got him in the press box tonight. The Hawks go for 2, throw it up to Big Sam, and just off his fingertips, no good. So it's going to be Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 20, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0.
When Sam gets up in the air, he almost gets halfway up the scoreboard.
Yeah, 4:22. We'll be back.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943 when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Last week was 1.3.
I don't know what the live numbers are, but
I don't know.
Last week after the game, it was 800.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
We're back here in Sioux City, Iowa, Coach. I'm Ryan Higgs. Along with me is Zach Arnold. Zach, this is your hometown, babe.
Well, my current.
Current.
Remsen is my hometown.
Remsen.
What is your hometown, Ryan?
Remsen. Neat and hard to beat. Neat and hard to beat.
Where?
Neat and hard to beat, Remsen.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the alumni listening. Thanks for all the sponsors that make this possible. We say it every week, just never gets old, though.
What's that?
How cool it is to stream these games and
It's huge.
letting all the fans all over watch this. It's not possible without the sponsors. Ty Tritz with another spiral kick. This one's going to go out of bounds. You take the penalty, Coach, or you re-kick?
I'm taking the penalty and getting the offense out there.
Absolutely.
Trying to get something going.
Yep. Get great field position on the 25-yard line.
Save you.
He's got the potential to get it back in the end zone, so I think I take it
and
at
they
the
get
25.
The ball, second half. The Eagles do. So, yeah, this is a crucial drive.
Yeah.
Put some points together. You know, get the momentum back.
Yeah, great point.
And
this
for
is
the Hawks.
Very crucial drive for the Eagles. If they can find a way to get across the goal line here and get the ball back at the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, and the defense should be fired up right now because this is a huge time to make a statement.
Yeah.
You come out and stop them, you get the ball back, your offense gets the ball in good field position, goes down and scores. You can start taking the air out of their sails pretty quick.
Other than the first drives by the Hawks offense is starting to look good. Defensively, they've looked good, and a pass across the middle is going to be incomplete pass, but here comes some laundry. And that was, I think they're going to call that on Keaton Harpinall, Coach. And I didn't think he really needed to do that extra. I think it was going to be incomplete pass no matter what.
I wish we had replay because I can't tell if his feet were tangled up there. And I mean, he was reaching for the ball, but there was obviously contact.
Right.
You know, can't just.
In that situation, I mean, it's not probably getting completed. Just
absolutely. One thing we always taught, Coach. You know, one hand, one arm behind the receiver, one in front. Keep your body away from them. They catch, you go into a wrap up, and then you're coming down through the hands to swat the ball away.
So the Eagles see if they can take advantage of a pass interference call that's going to take them right at midfield.
It's amazing how much balance and being off balance plays into sports. You start reaching for things, you start grabbing, and it's all the bad things happen from those moments.
And Coach, we had good pass protection again, but would like to see him take off and run, get 5 yards. Now it looks like the Hawks send a blitz. Fake the pump. There's no one home. Bielenberg here to the near side. Nice run. He's going to pick up 16 yards. So nice job by Bielenberg.
It's obviously not what St. Mary's wants them to do, but if the Eagles want to, move the football, that right there is their best bet.
Well, Hawks draw up the perfect blitz, right? But they didn't stay in their lanes, right? I know as a D coordinator, Coach, that was crucial to you calling defense. Stay in your lanes, because if someone's not, that means there's an opening, and that's exactly what happened for the Eagles.
It helped the last couple of years having 43 out there roaming around for me at Mike linebacker.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what linebacker you had. They were definitely Linebackers with nose to the ball. So 1st and 10. Bielenberg drops back to pass. This one's going to be incomplete pass. Looked like Hunter Pitt got a fingertip on it. So 3:48 here in the second quarter. The Eagles are outside the Hawks' 20-yard line. Boy, we talked about this during break, Coach. What an atmosphere right here in Siouxland Christian.
No, it is.
I mean, in between timeouts, they're blaring some music. A lot of fans show up. I mean, just a great atmosphere.
No, it's cool to see. You know, it's a newer school.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even, this isn't even really their field. And
right.
They haven't really had a lot of success in the football program. So for them to stand behind it's huge.
Oh, Bielenberg, once again, it stepped up to the pocket and tried to force it. Koink almost with a big interception.
He can probably get 8 yards every time he does. He just takes off and runs there. It just seems like there's nobody home. Plus, he's a strong runner.
Yeah. So once again, I mean, the Hawks are getting some good pass rush, but they're just losing contain, Coach. Too far upfield, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can't get too deep. You got to stay right around that line of scrimmage.
Especially with
be able to break down.
Quarterbacks that can run, right? 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Bielenberg drops back to pass again. Throws it across the middle. Almost intercepted again by Koink. Nice job.
Yeah, Coach, we saw, you know, big first down run and 3 pass plays in a row, and now we're looking at 4th and 10. And like you said earlier, you made a good point. You know, when you're on paper not as, you know, as skilled and the scoreboard usually isn't going to favor you, you want to chew up a little bit of that clock. And 3 incomplete passes. We're looking at 3:38 left.
Looks like
Mary's probably have a chance to get the ball back and score.
Looks like Nebraska's offense coordinator there. 3 straight passes. Paid $1.4 million. I'm sure everything will be all right, Coach?
For Nebraska?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah. At least I covered, right? For people that care about that stuff. 4 wide here for the Eagles. Bielenberg is going to drop back to pass. Pump fakes again, and he's going to get hit right as he thrown. Incomplete pass. Nice pressure by Brady Worth.
Yeah, great job by represent number 11 there. Brady Worth.
That's your old number. Play. Old number, Zach Arnold, number 11. So Hawks have plenty of time here to try to punch another score in, 3:30.
What are you doing here now if you're the Hawks?
What I'm doing is I'm running right down the throw. I'm telling my O-line, let's go.
You're going to try to march?
I'm just going to march.
I'm going to come out this first play, Coach, and I'm going to try to do something explosive to liven these guys up a little bit. I'm going to try to get in the end zone, and maybe that'll spark some excitement for the Hawks.
Yeah, and I feel like usually that's my style, and now I'm just going to run the ball, right? What the heck's going on?
Someone's going to say it. Maybe that's why. It's just, I got to say the opposite of what you say. And big Sam Schmillen is lined up.
Optioning to the left. There's that Walshman cutback again.
There he goes.
Now he's off to the races. It's going to be a foot race. A lot of green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Landon.
Well, and Coach, we kind of both hit it there. We got the big explosive play, and they ran the ball. So
yeah,
it worked out all right.
Big one-play, 62-yard touchdown run by Landon Walshman. Boy, that option has just been killing with that cutback, Coach.
Yeah, he did a great job there seeing the window, and he definitely exploited it.
Well, it wasn't quite your explosive pass, but it was an explosive run.
We'll take it. Yeah, good run. And that's big for Landon because I feel like last week, once he got that one run in, that big explosive run, he really started getting downhill on people.
Yeah, he definitely got better as the game went on. We both talked about that last week.
And that's good because that's kind of how Brendan Frisch used to run. He always got better as the game went on, so you're able to replace that.
So the Hawks trying for 2 here. Landon drops back to pass. Looks across the middle.
Wow.
And BK's going to catch the ball along with the official. So that should be worth 4 points.
Nice pass and nice catch.
Great concentration. So Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks score on a 62-yard touchdown run by Landon Walshman. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
I felt like, oh, I would have been okay, gotta get better shape. So they were gonna run a little bit. I would have.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. Live here in Sioux City, Iowa. We got the score updated for all those paying attention, keeping them on their feet at home, right, Jim? Yeah, Jim's a big fan of the scoreboard, so.
We definitely brought the varsity in for the camera this week, Coach.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I hate to see the popcorn bill he's going to send us, but.
I know, right?
Ty gets it close to the end zone. Nice job by the Hawks, filling the lanes there. That looked like young Schrader there on the tackle.
Oh, yes, it was.
Elijah Schrader on the tackle. Nice job.
One. Speaking of number one, Coach, I have a trivia question.
Oh, trivia's back this week?
I mean, we can bring it back. I've got
Okay,
it for
let's
you.
wait till third. Let's
Third quarter?
Keep the fans around.
All right, all right. Ooh, I like what you're. I like
You know
what
what I mean?
did there.
We can't let them
what you
leave
did
right
there.
now.
Now they're going to come back and watch.
Yeah,
Good
yep.
call. That's why.
So,
That's
for
why
all
you.
that-
That's why you have the salary you do, and I don't.
Yeah, yeah. For all those listening, trivia, third quarter.
Good
Not going
one.
to tell you when either.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right there.
I like it. Keep them on their toes.
How
Coach.
hard is your trivia question? Like
I
1 to
mean,
5? Like
5 being most difficult?
Yeah.
4.
Ooh,
4
right
and
off
a
the
half,
bat?
4.3, somewhere
Oh,
in there.
man. Not feeling good.
I'm not throwing it back as far as you typically have. But.
Well, the Eagles are going to try a quick pass, and it's going to get met behind the line of scrimmage. That's a nice job by Hawks. That looked like Worth and Koink out there.
Yeah, and this is going to be where St. Mary's defense is going to thrive. They're going to know what they're kind of trying to do based off of the last few series, especially with the score now. A lot of passing situations. You could have the defensive linemen pin their ears back a little bit and go to the quarterback.
Yeah, 2:45 here in the second quarter. 4 wide again for the Eagles. They like this formation, Coach. Gonna throw a slant over the middle. It's going to be completed for Eagle first down.
And Colby Penny and Lennon Steichen did a great job getting to the quarterback there, even though he completed it. Lennon pushed his guard all the way back 7 yards.
What you don't want to see is a completed pass when you're only sending 2 D linemen.
Right. No, absolutely. That's a good point.
So Bielenberg drops back to pass again, and it's going to be completed to the far side. Enough for 5 yards. So the Eagles back-to-back completions. So we got same formation for the Eagles. Just under 2 minutes here. Bielenberg drops back to pass again. It's going to be completed to Bielenberg, the senior. He's going to pick up enough for a first down across Hawk Field into Hawk territory. So the quarterback's starting to get some confidence here, Coach, on the drive here. I like it. Stay with the shorter routes, right?
Absolutely. If you're going to throw them, keep them short and crisp.
And drops back to pass again. Now he pump fakes. Now he's going to keep it up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles and picks up 10 yards.
That would be, Coach, what I would call my bread and butter.
Coach, we talked about that.
The show.
We talked about that early all game, right? That they're only going to rush 2, run up the middle, get 10 yards.
Nothing wrong with running the football.
And so the Eagles are marching here late in the second quarter. Oh, now we got some laundry here. And it's going to be the worst call if you're an Eagle fan. It's going to be a holding.
And I just noticed, Coach, that red line out in the field, that receiver may have been out of bounds even when the ball was in the air, because you look where the pylon is. There's a red painted line that cuts the field off, and he was pretty close to it. I can't tell. Need to get instant replay. I've said this for 2 years now, Coach.
Well, if we, I'm sure there's a way to do this.
Jim, can we dial in some instant replay over there? No, don't have the budget yet? All right. We'll talk to the sponsors for next year.
So that's above his pay scale. So Hawks coach, the Eagles were just marching, and just the worst call you can get is a holding call, right?
Yeah, that's tough. But minute 26 left. Got first down. 33 or so yards to go.
Plenty of time. We'll see if the Hawks can take advantage of the call. 3 receivers here to the near side. Bielenberg alone in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete pass. Nice job by Cade Tinniger on the coverage.
Good timing on that. You could really get there too soon, and that could cost you. Yeah, did a good job timing that.
Looks like he caught it, and as soon as Cade put those pads in his back, it went off his hands.
Yeah, it's tough. If you don't get that ball to your chest right away and hug it, you're probably going to drop that.
So nice job by Cade Tinniger. So 2nd and 20 for the Eagles at the Hawks' 33-yard line. So Hawks rush 3 last play, Coach. We'll see.
It looks like they're playing a zone over here on this trips.
Well, now they're going to blitz. Almost intercepted by Braxton Knipe.
That would have been nice.
That would have been a pick 6. So, Coach, if it's 3rd and 20, I already know what you're playing or you're calling here if you're the Eagles, but just to refresh our fans in case they haven't been listening, what are you calling here on 3rd and 20?
On 3rd and 20? If I'm going to call a pass play, that's fine, but I'm probably taking off at the quarterback.
Right. We've been saying it all game, and that's been their most success in the running game is letting them drop back to pass.
I'm probably going to throw, they've had some success with that hitch and go.
Yep.
I'm probably going to line that up, and based off of that hitch where the read is, if it doesn't look like he's going to get around the defender, I'm just going to take off. Yep. But if he somehow gets that guy to bite, I'm going to put some air underneath of it.
Right.
To the pylon and have him go get it.
So delay a game, so Eagles not helping themselves out at all on a promising drive. And against good teams, Coach, you can't do that, right? You can't shoot yourselves in the foot.
You can't afford mistakes. And matter of fact, if I'm the Hawks here, I'm going to get Big Sam Schmilling out there deep back in coverage.
There's a good idea. A little safety and let him.
We'll just tell him, hey, stand on the 15 yards past the first down marker. And
great pressure by Worth off the edge, forcing the quarterback to throw a quick pass that's incomplete. So 4th and 25 here for the Eagles. 1:13 left. You got to punt the ball, right, Coach? You don't want to get the Hawks, Hawks the ball right there at their.
You have to punt it. I would, dislike every second I had to punt in this situation when you're down and you want to get points on the board after you had some success. But yeah, you have to.
But the 4th and 25 is the percentages.
But in the same breath. Yeah, no, you have to. You really have to. On a wild day, I might throw a fake.
Good snap. Hawks looking to get after it. Keaton's going to take it at the 10. He's across the 20. He's going to get met by the Eagles right at about the 24-yard line.
And I would have been more likely to go for that there had they chewed through more of that clock. That's one thing about getting the clock down is then it's like, okay, there's 20 seconds left. I can take a shot here. If they get the ball back, they really have to hustle.
I agree with you 100%.
Hawks have a minute to go down the field. Yep. It puts you in a little bit different situation. That's why it's so important. The clock management, especially at the end of halves, is a huge deal.
Well, that's where you can win some games, right?
You get a possession back.
You steal a possession, and you get one back to start the third quarter. So let's see how aggressive the Hawks get here with 1:01 left in the half. Two receivers here to the near side.
Pound this one out to the half.
Here's that option. He's going to fake it, and he's going to throw it deep to Braxton Knipe, and it's going to be
wow.
Nice job
Nice
by Knipe.
catch. I'm pretty sure
that was
the
intercepted,
defensive
but
back intercepted that football, and Braxton
just stole it away from him. That was a great play by number 9 by the Eagles. Just
wow.
Braxton Knipe wanted it just a little bit more.
I mean, good coverage.
Great
he got his
coverage.
head turned around to it.
Great coverage. He played it perfectly. He had the interception,
That's
and then
tough.
Braxton took it right away from him.
Good play.
So 1st and 10 by the Hawks. Landon drop back to pass again. Throw an out route to Keaton Harpenall. Cuts it back up. Has enough for the first down. He's going to try to get out of bounds. Just looked like inside the 10-yard line. And timeout by the Hawks. So 2 plays already inside the 10, Coach.
Yep, and kind of goes back to that we talked about with that clock management and everything. Again, had they not even made that play with taking that interception away, you still give St. Mary's enough time to go down and do that, and they're going to execute. These guys have been doing this. These guys, even though it's their first year starting, they've been playing against the best team in the state during scout team the last couple of years, so they're probably not afraid of many other teams, and they get some confidence going. They're going to probably take advantage of it.
What do you think? A little 1-800 Sam Smellin here, 6'7", lob pass?
Good idea. I'm going to probably, if I can be nitpicky about it, I'd probably reward Knipe with a touchdown after pulling that ball away. But that's a perfect world.
Well, and his relation, right? So
yeah, I mean,
of course you want Braxton
Knipe to get a touchdown. I'm going to pad the guy's stats a little bit. I mean, he's my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how much he pay you to say that, huh? Grandpa Wally's probably agreeing with you across the sideline.
Oh, yeah. He's the one who told me to say it. And you're right. We got Big Sam Schmillen lined up.
Oh, if he's going to be lined up, I line him up wider.
Absolutely.
Get him away
from everybody else.
Yeah, get him away from that. Across from him is number 9.
Well, I'm not trying to
and he's listed at 5'6". So Walshman looks towards Sam's.
There it is, that fade.
Yeah, incomplete pass, but they're going to call pass interference on it.
I don't know what they want number 9 to do.
No, there's nothing you can do if you're that Siouxland Christian player.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Oh, they cut that on the defense there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the idea of the lob pass. I want that receiver out a little bit wider, and I want Landon to just let him turn around before you throw it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He had enough protection to just let him get to the spot.
You just saw that. Sam fell backwards and knocked the defender over.
Landon all day to throw the ball, and he's just going to try to throw it away. That might be intentional grounding.
I think the ball may have touched the ground when he was scrambling. Did he down the ball? I couldn't tell. If he not,
tried to throw it away. I could call intentional grounding here, but no call. So it's me 2nd and goal for the Hawks. 26 seconds left. Well, here comes Big Sam back in the game.
It's a nice weapon to have down in the red zone, for sure.
Yeah.
Turn, catch.
Just
a rebound, man. Jump up and grab it.
Yeah, go rebound. Throw it to the crossbar. Let him go dunk it. Alley-oop.
Ooh. The son of Ken Hayek saying that really says something, because your dad would never have been okay with that.
Well, Landon's going to keep it himself. All big Hunter pick and cross the goal line for a Hawk touchdown. Nice play by the Hawks. A 4-yard touchdown run by Landon Walschmidt. So Walschmidt having himself a day. It's his 4th touchdown. 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. And the Hawks score with 20 seconds left here in the second quarter.
When do they start isn't there a 35-point continuous clock? Is that after halftime? I don't recall from last year.
I think it's right away,
whenever it
Coach.
happens.
We got so spoiled with that last year, Coach. You think we'd know?
What's that?
We got so spoiled with it last year, you think we would know.
I know, right?
Landon throws it up to Braxton Knipe, and Knipe, once again, great catch. So the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks 36, Siouxland Christian 0. We'll keep it right here with just 20 seconds left. We'll let Jim have a break here with the commercials. So, Coach, took them a little while to get going, but
It did.
second quarter, man, they woke up and 36 points. And there's this music inside the.
I like it.
I mean, just a nice little high school game, 8-player atmosphere. So, Coach, big opening college football. Any big plans for you?
Nah, the game's tomorrow. I mean, there's really not. The only good game that I feel like is left is Sunday. I think it's LSU and Florida State.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one.
And I'm really excited for next Thursday night, man. The Chiefs and Lions. The Lions are a fun team to watch. You know?
NFL kicks things off next Thursday.
Fantasy league gets going. Big
Coach,
matchup.
Coach Arnold and myself play each other week 1 fantasy football. You've had my number the last 10 years, haven't you, Coach?
Hey, we're taking no prisoners this year again, Coach.
Ty Tritz to kick things off. There's that spiral kick again, and it's going to go out of bounds again. Usually just not squaring that up if it's spiral, right, Coach?
Right, and I'm sure, he's probably just trying to run out there and kick it as hard as he can. I'm not sure how much time
that'd be the lineman type thing to do, right?
Kicking.
So 20 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, yeah, we'll see if the Eagles can put a drive together here and get some points on the board before halftime. 20 seconds isn't a lot of time, but they had some success moving the ball through the air last time.
Just takes one, right, Coach?
Right.
Just takes one play.
Maybe catch St. Mary's sleeping a little bit,
Yep.
feeling too confident, little, out and up, hitch and go.
Hook and ladder?
Slow go, hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder.
Option pass. We saw that from the Hawks earlier. Reverse pass, Coach. When's the last time you saw a reverse pass?
It's been a minute.
I'm a big fan of the reverse pass.
And this is why we're up here, Coach. They're just going to take a knee and go to half.
Exactly. Well, fun half. Despite the score, Coach, that was a fun half to call.
Yeah, it's 36-0 on the scoreboard, but I tell you what, it was a lot closer than that here in the first half. But a great job by the Hawks to bounce back in the second quarter. So, Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 36, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. We'll be back.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types will work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems fiber internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to partner with Remsen St. Mary's Schools, bringing you live athletic events throughout the year. If you can't make it to the games, please consider donating to the Remsen St. Mary's Activity Club by scanning the QR code above or by sending a check to the school with Activity Club in the memo. Your contributions will help St. Mary's Athletics stay strong now and into the future. Thank you for watching the game.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Mighty Grove Homes.
Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
Well, stop by Mighty Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types will work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
There's a 4-year, it's called IAR, it's inactive reserve.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Ida Grove Homes.
Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Ida Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
You're hitting BP, it's just...
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
It's crazy that everybody...
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
Houses and shit, but it was so much fun.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Did you get the grain beds?
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Atomic bomb dropping off through with plastic and shit.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types will work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's.
Have after the next one or whatever.
Well, the plate Jared rifled in.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Welcome back to Hawk football here. A few stats here from the first half. Hawks have 19 first downs compared to the Eagles 9. The Hawks have rushed the ball 20 times for 148 yards. The Eagles 6 for 39. The Hawks have passed 11 for 18 for 134 yards. The Eagles 6 for 21 for 52 yards. Total plays, Hawks 38 for 289. The Eagles 27 for 96. Both teams have 0 turnovers. Landon, 11 for 18, 141. Braxton Knight has 4 catches for 91 yards. Keaton Harpenall, 4 catches for 17. Sam, 1 catch for 11. Brady Worth, 1 catch for 10. And Cade Tinniger, 1 catch for 5. On the ground, Landon Walschmidt, 11 carries for 106 yards. Keaton Harpenall, 5 for 26. And Brady Coink, 4 for 15. Leading in tackles is Brady Worth with 3. And Landon Walschmidt with 2. Coach, we're about to kick things off here in the second half. There's some of the adjustments you're going to make here if you're the Eagles.
You know, offensively, I'm going to try to use that quarterback a little bit more like I talked about. You know, even though you're down by 36, come out here and pass yourself out of possessions isn't the way to go. I'd like to say I would have tried to establish a running game with the running back, but it's probably just not in the cards. The line of scrimmage seems to be taken up by the Hawks. And then defensively, you know, in terms of scheme, they're not doing a whole lot wrong. It just the tackles aren't happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not getting their hands around the guy.
Maybe stay a little bit contained on the option a little
yeah,
bit
you
if
got to try to
possible.
contain that a little bit, and I think I mentioned earlier, you got to try to meet these guards that are pulling outside. You have to try to get to that shoulder before their hips get squared up on you because they're just so much bigger, and they've, this as well as I do. Their scheme the last few years has been these pulling guards. They're so fluid with it.
Yeah.
And if they get their hips around on you, they're probably going to put you on the ground.
Yep, so Eagles get the ball here to start the third quarter. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. So once again, 4 wide for the Eagles. Billenberg drops back to pass, throws an out route to the far side. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I'm looking for that now. If I'm the Eagles right now, right? So they're rushing 3. They're giving you one of the A gaps. The nose guard is taking one,
right,
and the 2 ends are taking the B gaps. So you're going to have the gap opposite of the center on one side is always open. And you can see right there, he's got a little bit of a window. If he just steps up and runs through that, he's going to get 5 yards nearly every time based off of the depth that the Mike linebacker Brady Coinks at. I think they're trying too hard to try to get the passing game going.
One thing we're seeing, too, is the Hawks dropping back in deep zone. Run some screens, run some quick passes.
Yes, absolutely.
Try to attack that middle. Both sides move. We'll see who they call it. Usually not good things for the offense, and it's going to be a false start by the Eagles.
None.
We are continuous clock here in the second half, Coach.
It is continuous. And, Coach, I'm going to ask you this. You played quarterback. Situation like this, you get a play called in, you get penalties. Are you just going to take the ball and, hey, I'm just going to take it and run and get everyone settled down, or are you going to try to throw the pass?
Well, he's going to take off and run, but he's going to get met right at the line of scrimmage by Coink. So it's a nice job running the ball at the middle. Just that was 4 against 3, Coach, and that usually doesn't work out too well.
No, yeah, exactly. And it's tough. You can't give them too much time in terms of giving the defensive line too much time, but you want to see what gap opens up for you. If there's 3 guys coming, they're going to give you one spot, right? Because there's going to be 4 gaps. There's 2 A gaps and 2 B gaps. They're going to give you one of those gaps. So by the time that they come at you, you'll be able to see which route you can go in terms of what gap you're going to take in the run.
All right, 2 receivers here to the near side, a running back there. They're going to run a little option themselves here to the near side, and nothing's going after maybe a gain of yard. Nice job by Worth and Schmelin on the tackle. So a 3 and out here for the Hawks defense. Not the best drive right after a half, right, Coach? I mean,
no,
starts with penalties. You want to clean.
But it's tough. It's a young program and trying to get things figured out. And St. Mary's has got it kind of dialed in. You're always competing with that culture, and they've had success and the knowledge of the game.
A nice spiraling kick across midfield, takes the eagle hop. Harpenall's going to take it at the 30, reach midfield, and that's where he's going to get tackled. Ooh, and then a flag.
Yeah, you got a stinger there.
So we'll see what the flag is. A nice return, a gain of 11 on the return. So it's going to be targeting on Keaton Harpenall.
That is
lowered his helmet, I guess. So that's going to be 15 yards. So
I could be out of the loop. I didn't really know that was something that would get called, Coach.
I think they want to see him more with the shoulder instead of straight down with the helmet.
Interesting. Again,
so 1st and 10.
Safety is paramount.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wasn't aware that, as an offensive guy, you'd be responsible for that.
There's the Hawks with that option, and Landon once again cuts it up, breaks a few tackles.
Wow, good run.
Still on his feet, all alone. It's going to be a Landon Walshman touchdown, 55 yards.
Good hard run. Tell you what, he impresses me more as these games go on, and he just becomes hard. He's hard to tackle. They just can't seem to bring him down.
Yeah, it was a great run, and that another option touchdown.
I mean, that play I thought would, look like it was going to go for 5,
Yeah, it looked
6
like the
yards,
Eagles were in right
and all of a
position and just
sudden, 55 yards later, 6 points.
So nice opening drive by the Hawks.
Ooh, and we are going to try for a PAT.
Oh, a little PAT.
here.
This is something we haven't seen this year.
All the linemen are bracing for impact. Might get hit in the back.
Yeah. Hunter Pick's going to try it. Snap good. Hold good. Kick.
Nice.
Is
Oh,
no good.
Missed. I thought he snuck that
Wide
one through,
right.
Coach.
Yeah. It didn't catch the net, so.
Oh, you know what? I just noticed that there was a net back there. Good call.
So Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 42, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
We're playing the rest of the night.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. A little YMCA going on here, Coach.
Yeah, and the Hawk fans across the field are really getting into it, Ryan.
Led by Grandpa Wally.
He's over there, got the Y up in the air. Looks like there's some M's in the stands. I see a couple of C's and a few A's, Coach. Having a good time over there in the Hawk bleacher.
Great turnout by the Hawk fans, the ones that traveled, and like we said earlier, great turnout by the Siouxland Christian community here.
They have fun at these games. I'll give
yeah,
them
they
that.
do. Like kids are
they have
dancing.
a good atmosphere.
Well, they had a motor.
Yeah, they had like a little
their own
like
vehicle
golf
that
cart, like a side by side coming out, and they were doing like a
throwing
college
footballs
game.
and
T-shirts and
to
towels.
fans.
I tried to get a T-shirt. They didn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't launch one up here, Coach.
Maybe next year.
Yep.
Another
nice
booming kick by Ty, and it's going to get into the end zone for another touchback.
Did Colin Schrader ever kick one near or close to putting it through the uprights on a kickoff? I feel like he may have, or is that just
I feel like, yes, he probably had
Right?
some wind behind him.
I thought he had. I thought
Yeah.
there was a couple of them that he
Yeah.
definitely got close if he didn't
I would
do
say,
it.
yeah, and maybe a penalty that
He
moved
could
us
kick.
up. Oh, he had a leg on him. That's such a weapon we talked about last year. I mean, when you can start a team consistently at their own 15-yard line.
You're never going to have that return.
Yeah,
You're never going to score that way. It's a huge,
yeah, you'll never be able to score on a kick return. I mean, just to eliminate that right off the bat, such a huge weapon. So we'll see what the Eagles have here in their second possession here in the second half. 9:32 here in the third quarter.
And Coach, for the Hawks, when are you going to start thinking about maybe getting some guys in there with reps? I know they got West Bend coming up next week.
Yep, I mean, I know they don't have as much depth as they have in the past, so I'm slowly rotating guys in and out.
Right, not like a everybody
not like
at once type of a thing.
Yeah,
not going to do a platoon swap.
Yeah,
You're just going to
I'm
few
just
guys here
sending
and
the
there.
2 guys,
I
sending
gotcha.
3 guys.
I always like that, though, when you're coaching. You get a chance to see some of those freshmen go out there and put them in their spot, kind of where you see them at.
Well, and we talked about this last few years, how much of a weapon that was, have those younger kids
getting reps.
It's sneaking in a couple games of JV season in a varsity schedule. I mean, and you can tell it's really paid off for this group of guys trying to make their own name for themselves compared to
No doubt.
last year's team. So
I mean, you're looking at defense right now. Other than Hunter Pick, none of these guys are real. I mean, I
Right.
think Braxton and I got a few reps at end with the first
Right.
team group last year, but
Right.
other than that, it's
Nice.
a new group of faces.
Eagles try to option there and get met right at the line of scrimmage again. So 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. The Hawks are on the road next week. Travel to West Bend Mallard. The
Should be a good
Eagles, I
football
believe they're
game.
on the road next week too. They go to Weeva. That'll be a tough matchup, Coach. Just on paper, the West Bend Mallard and the Hawks. That should be a good game.
Yeah, I'm not sure who West Bend plays tonight, but I'll be curious to see that score. I know they did really well against Newell Fonda last week.
There's that quarterback run we've asked for up the middle and pick up 8 yards. Going to make it 4th and inches.
Come out, see if you can get him to jump.
Tom Brady here, quarterback sneak, right
I
under center.
mean, I'm going for it. Really, I'm not playing to not lose by
right,
bunch.
right,
I'm
right,
play
yeah.
to win.
Yep,
but,
yep, exactly.
I'm going to try to get them to jump off sides here if I can.
Yeah, for
Tell
sure.
my guys, hey, don't move. I'll call timeout.
We talked about that last week. It's kind of a dying thing, going on 2, going on 3, going on 4. Everybody likes that gun, and they like to clap hands.
And if you can get a good hard count, it's extremely effective.
Like a little Aaron Rodgers hard count, Peyton Manning.
I jump on my couch sometimes.
Quarterback sneak up the middle. Nothing happening there. Nice job by Hunter Pick.
2 fantasy points, 4th down stop, coach.
And
keep that in mind for next week. I don't know what defense you've got going against me, but keep that in mind.
My defense going next week, I think it's fly, Eagles, fly. So Hawks take over on downs, 1st and 10 at the Eagle 24-yard line.
Would be a good chance, though, for the Hawks here to, we talk about the offensive line, defensive line. That's probably the, in terms of returning starters and experience, that's probably the strongest position.
Right.
It'd be a good opportunity now to rotate some guys in there and kind of see what pieces you have in the event that somebody does get banged up.
Yeah, I think reading the stats, I mean, Walshman had a lot of carries tonight. I think I start finding Coink and Keaton Harpinall here in the second half,
Figure some other things out.
Landon's
people are going to key on Walshman now.
Yeah.
West Bend's going to be all over that.
And this, we talked about comparing Coink to a Mike Allscott, right? So this is where in the second half where you just let him get 3-4 yards at a time.
Go in there and bruise it up.
I mean, he's just a bruiser to take down in itself. So just kind of ride that little chunk of change every handoff.
He's a thick kid for an 8-man running back. You forget. You look, he's got to be at least 200 and some pounds.
Yeah, they got him at 215 here on the roster. That's a
young man.
That's a big size back. So they're going to hand it to him right up the middle, and he picks up the 5 yards that was called for the false start.
Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to do that. Feed him.
Yep, absolutely.
Hand it off, take it downhill. Plus, get him confident. We talked about, I think you said he had 15 yards on 4 carries, so get his average up a little bit. Try to get him to break a big run so he gets his confidence.
Well, then
get that vision.
Then you're saving legs for next week too.
For sure.
Start spreading it to Coink, Harpinall. Maybe see a Cade Tenninger get a carry.
For sure. Yeah, I'd be getting all those guys the rock a little bit here.
Keeping the
because they're going to be keen on Keaton has seen enough film how just dynamic he is. Even if he gets 2 yards, it's like okay, you have to watch out for this guy. He's shifty.
So the Eagles show blitz, and did they get the Hawks to jump? They did. So Hawks kind of shooting themselves in the foot here, Coach. And, you're going to have some of that with the, rotating a bunch of guys.
For
sure. But, you still want to be clean.
You want to end clean because they got off to a slow start. You want to end clean. However, if I was to have to choose between having those mistakes tonight or next Friday night, I will take them tonight.
For sure, definitely. So another false start by the Hawks. Beep, beep, beep. That's the sign of the offense going in the wrong direction. What I tell my offense right here is I'm not passing the ball, so you guys figure out a way out to run here 20 yards.
Yes.
You guys put us in this situation. I'm not bailing you out by passing. Run the ball and try to get the 20 yards.
That's a really good idea, Coach.
I mean, right?
Good philosophy.
I mean, you already proved you could probably pass on this team. Let's try to work on some things heading into next week.
And we're either going to run a sweep
a
to
double wing here.
Or,
and Landon's going to keep it. Follow big Ty Tritz. He's got a lot of room up there. Now he cuts it back up, and he's going to get tackled right about 8 yards on the carry.
Ty Tritz is violent at the point of attack. He really is. I watched him tonight, and
that's 245
people. He likes
pounds pulling.
Like. His uncle liked to do that, too, to people from time to time, to run out there and put his head down. Dustin Pecos.
Uncle Dirtball. So 3rd and 13 for the Hawks. 4:15 here in the third quarter. Double wing formation. Walshman alone in the backfield. Motioning Harpenall. Coach, you'll never believe it, but I think it's another false start.
Yeah.
Is there a record they're going for that we don't know about
I
this
don't know.
possession? Was that number 3, Coach? 4?
3 on this drive.
I'm still not throwing the ball. I'm telling them.
No, I'm not throwing the ball at all.
It looked like they were dropped back to pass the ball. I would run the ball. So Harpenall, fake the handoff. Landon's going to roll out here to the near side. Going to take his number, make some news, and pick up about 9 yards on the carry. So it's going to be 4th and 9 yards for the Hawks.
I know it's not really what we've done the last few years, but I still like that line up under center, and I'm going to line up an I formation or just a 3-back backfield, and I'm going to run it right down the middle. I'm going to come right at you. I'm not going to do anything delayed. It's
I like boring football.
Up the middle.
I formation.
I don't know. There's something to me like psychologically about that, where a team just lines up in those
when you
formations.
can't stop a team.
We're just going to come at you.
Right.
We're not doing anything side to side at all. It's right up at you.
So 4th and 9 for the Hawks. Two receivers to the far side. Walshman drops back to pass. Has some time. Throw it across the middle. Incomplete pass. Nice stop by the Eagles.
Nope, that was just a good defensive play. Nothing the receiver Penny could really do there. He made a good play.
Boy, if you're the Hawks, I mean, you can't be happy with that possession.
No, and you made it,
I mean,
they
lost
yard.
I think they
don't
took
want to
over.
leave the game.
I think they took over at the 23-yard line, right where the ball is, with all them penalties. I mean, that's where it ended up.
And when I asked you earlier about subbing guys in, definitely now you don't want them to end on that rep. You want to have it cleaned up before you pull them out of the game.
So 2:50 here in the third quarter.
And a lot of times I feel like those false starts can be communication errors. You know, someone came in and gave the wrong count, or there's just lack of communication somewhere.
So new quarterback. That's Lynham.
Braxton Knipe gets a few more reps on those reads, Coach. I feel like he's going to pick one of those off this year. He's getting out there right away. He's seeing it pretty fast.
Such a tough throw as that out route, all the way across the field. Even though it's only for a 2-yard route, it's about a 25-yard pass across the field.
That DN peels out like that and gets to the boundary. I love that. I love pick sixes.
Oh, nothing better, especially as a D coordinator. As an offense coordinator, I love it too, right? I don't have to call play.
Hey, there you go.
Spread formation here for the Eagles. Seen this a lot tonight. Quarterback's going to take it up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple yards before getting taken down. Looks like Gravenish on the tackle. Nice job by Caleb. There's a fresh jersey coming here in the second half, making an instant impact.
Well, and that's valuable, and especially being a lineman, you want to see what the reps are, because you just never know. You play a team as we get going in the district, but West Bend's going to be like running the football like that. Sometimes you can get banged up.
Well, West Bend Mallards coming right up the middle.
That's what I mean, and the lineman things could happen. And you want to be prepared.
It's going to be an exciting game next week. We'll be at the game. Oh, Coink again on almost the interception. Well, that is number 3 that he could have had tonight.
Yeah, it's different. You're playing that spot for the first time, and the ball's coming at you, and your eyes are on your head's on a swivel, your eyes are going side to side, and pretty soon the football's at your chest. We were talking before the game tonight, Coach, that West Bend, and looking at the forecast, next Friday I think is going to be 93 or something. Rewind it. I prefer the 16-degree night.
We'll stay here.
Minus wind chill.
Yeah, I wish it was cold too. We'll stay right here. It's almost a quarter here. We're 50 seconds left. Yeah, Coach, one of our favorite memories back in West Bend is, I believe it was it 2018 or?
Which is the cold game?
The cold game.
2019.
2019. Brady Holman, Skylar Walschmidt, Noah Schrader.
Wes Smart,
Jake Anderson. Am I missing anybody else?
Nope. Those are the seniors.
And, they went out there, 16-degree weather. They all warmed up in cutoff sleeves. You look across the other sideline, They all had hoodies on, sweatshirts. I mean, you could tell that the Wolverine team was defeated before the game even started. And so that was one of my favorite memories, too. Although I froze my butt off, it was very cold that game. It was kind of cool to see how psychology in football can easily.
I mean, that team was tough that year. I mean, that 2019 squad.
Yeah.
They were probably gonna not win that game, but yeah, when they came out, and the coach loves to tell that story whenever I see him, and I always get filled with a sense of pride.
Yep.
Which reminds me, it is the third quarter.
Oh,
Coach,
third quarter.
I have not gotten to my trivia question.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here on fourth down, and I'll hit it on the change of possession or the first.
Okay, I gotta start getting mentally prepared myself.
Yes. Get your brain, get the gears going, Coach.
I'm nervous.
Ooh, yeah, you're not going to want to get this one wrong either, I'm telling you.
Oh, no. The Eagles trying to go for it. Throwing it to a receiver. Picked off by Keaton Harpenall. Great coverage back there.
I like the play. I mean, I don't hate the play.
You know, Coach, before your trivia question, it was fourth down, right? And he picked it off. What are you telling your Keaton Harpenall? Are you knocking it down?
Yeah, we want to knock it down.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, great for stats, right? But we actually lost 5 yards
Right. No,
because he picked it off.
Well, this shows good heads-up play. And I remember Noah Schrader's sophomore year at Audubon, that playoff game, and they threw that ball deep and wait on the field. And Noah, being a sophomore out there in coverage, had the presence of mind to just knock it down. 2 hands on it and just slam it to the ground like he was spiking a volleyball.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks. 10 seconds left here in the third quarter.
We'll keep the fans on their toes for 10 seconds.
Yep, bring him back to the fourth quarter. Walshman drops back to pass. Throws it deep to Knight. Knight catches it. Touchdown, Hawks. A 28-yard TD pass. Walshman to Knight.
Ooh, and got a cramp, it looks like.
So Coach should come out firing the ball, the pass. Nice catch again by Braxton Knight. That's his second one tonight. You know, it was a nice pass by Walshman, just letting his receiver get a chance to make something happen up there.
Yeah, no, and I, watching that develop, and the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, BK, don't push off. If you're going to go get it, high point the ball and grab it, that's fine. Don't push off.
Yep. He's got it. He can jump out of the gym. Just use that to your ability. And
ooh, trivia time, Coach.
Okay, yeah, trivia time.
We're on the break.
Woo! First one of the year.
2016, Coach.
2016.
So as long as we've been involved with the football program, post-graduating, who was involved in the first touchdown that you called in 2016 against Arweva?
Oh. The first touchdown in 2016 against Arweva. The obvious answer would be like a Colin Schrader running back, but I think you're trying to. Is that the answer?
No, he was the running back.
Yeah,
right, but don't give me like a half answer.
So that would be the obvious answer, and I think you'd want me to go for Colin Schrader.
I don't have an opinion.
And I can see the first possession. We marched right down the field, and Derek Short threw a pick.
Yep.
And then our second series, we ran that stretch. I'm going to say number 22, Marcus Konopasek.
Incorrect, Ryan.
What?
Touchdown.
That was Brett Gallis.
Yes, there.
Dang it.
Touchdown pass from Derek Short to my man, Mike number 8,
Brett Gallis.
Black shirt OG, Brett Gallis.
Gosh, dang it. Yes, it was post and out.
Post and out, yeah.
On fourth down.
I actually, when I watched that today, I had to rewind it because I was like, I only know Brett ran like that, but I couldn't. The post was in the way, our infamous post.
Our famous
and
post.
I could barely see the 8, in the jersey.
Gosh, dang it.
Yep.
0 for 1 on the year.
Derek was hit, and he kind of threw back, and Brett was running.
Yeah,
I think there was contact. And he made
fourth
a great
down
catch.
play.
Fourth down, yep. Hey, I'll give you, as a teacher, I would be willing to give you partial credit for that.
Partial credit. That's a teacher coming out in you.
You don't get the full point,
I don't think you do give me partial credit next
or last
year.
You kind of hinted around. First you say Colin, then you're like, maybe Marcus. And then
I was trying to read your eyes.
I knew you were looking at me, and you saw my face. You're like, okay, let's go with Brett.
I played a lot of poker with you back in the day, so I was trying to see.
Nothing to lose. I got
you. Yep. Great trivia question, Coach.
Jacob Wesselman mouthed it to me, actually.
Did he
before
really?
even hit it, so he
wow. Harp would have been the year before.
Brady was gone.
Yep. So BK finally walking off on his own power. Good to see. Hope it's just cramps.
Yeah. I'll have to text him after the game and see what's up.
Yeah.
You know, do what good big cousin's doing. Ask him what he injured.
So if you just missed us, Coach stumped me on the first trivia of the year.
Got him.
You know, I was interviewing Osterman, and that's one thing he said. When are you guys bringing back trivia?
People like the trivia.
They do. It's just, I mean, we can only do so much, Coach. Call the game. Where's our producers?
One of these weeks we'll have to get a St. John's football question in there.
St. John's, Minnesota?
Did they probably never had football. Is that school? That school is closed down, obviously, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ty Tritz is going to try the extra point this time, and I think he's going to miss it wide right again, too.
Did you guys ever have football there? The school closed before football came out?
North Sioux, when they went in with them, they had football.
That's after your time.
Oh, yeah.
So you never got to play?
No.
Would you have played? I'm not live right now.
I'm sure.
You're live.
Huh?
You're live. You're definitely live. Oh.
I'm sure I would, but we had fall baseball.
Is that score right? No, there it is. 48-0. The Hawks take over. Just started the fourth quarter. Coach, it was a slow start in the first quarter, 0-0. Eagles came out ready to play. The Hawks came out a little flat. I know Coach Osterman's going to address that going into next week on the road at West Bend Mallard, the Wolverines. That's a tough environment to play. And like you said, I'm interested to see who they play and what that score is tonight.
And they want us. I mean, I know that they haven't beaten us. They haven't beat us since prior to 16. So it's been a slump a little bit for them. And they've had some good squads throughout
and
the
they've
year,
had
so.
some close matches, and they're definitely hungry for which a lot of these teams that we're facing this year.
You get a bullseye on you for sure,
yeah.
especially when you graduate a bunch of seniors.
Yep.
And personally, I kind of experienced that firsthand in 2018.
Right.
After 17, we graduated that big class.
Yep.
And with your job, you had to step down, so I stepped in to do the
Right.
head coach. And a lot of teams, when I would go meet the coaches before games, I could tell that they were
just drooling out the mouth,
they were
right?
licking their lips a little bit.
Well,
the Hawk crowd was getting into Cotton Eye Joe there, Ryan.
They were, yeah.
Noticed from afar.
Yeah, just a great atmosphere here in Sioux City, Iowa. Thanks again for all the sponsors making this possible. Thanks for all the listeners. Ryan Hayek.
Ooh, we got some fresh
Zach
bodies
Arnold
out here. Some clean jerseys, Coach. Some clean white jerseys.
Oh.
I'm watching
Nice
number one, man.
Booming kick by Ty Tritz there.
I just feel like Elijah Schrader needs to put on 43 as a jersey. It just would, I feel like that would just change the game.
Yeah. I like the number one, though. I like.
It is a nice number.
Yeah.
Did anybody have that after Derek? I don't think so. No, not that I recall.
No, I don't think so either.
It's a hard number to wear. You know, you're making a statement with number one.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Now you got guys fighting over the number 0 in the NFL and such.
Right. Ooh. Bielenberg drops back to pass right through his receiver's hands. Nice job by Cade Tinniger putting that hit right on them as they touch the ball. You know, if you're the Eagles, there's a lot to build off tonight. You know, they very competitive in the first quarter. Just some minor things to clean up.
Yeah, and you know, my personal opinion is that they've improved every year, I feel like.
Right.
And I feel like they did put together, you know, some good possessions tonight. Just like these small things that keep happening.
Yep,
And just the timeliness of some of the plays, you know, they weren't able to execute.
Here's Bielenberg on the carry. Once again, tough runner. Picks up 15 yards, still on his feet. Like you said, Coach, ever since Siouxland became a school, they are getting better. The culture's changing. You know, the kids are getting excited about football. I mean, obviously, the attendance here is
again
above and beyond what I thought we'd have.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can't imagine if they were like 11-0, 12-0,
Right.
what it'd be like, because they have good support here.
So Eagles 4 wide here, 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Villenberg drops back to pass. He's going to throw it here to the near side, and it's going to be broken up by Keaton Harpenall. Walshman on the coverage as well. That was great coverage by Harpenall. He knew he had help over top, and
yeah, I mean, if he's playing center field, you'd like to see him come down towards the ball instead of having to retreat, but he did a good job tracking it and putting his body in a good spot to disrupt that pass.
You know, last week the Hawks let the receiver get behind him to let the Harris Lake Park Wolves score. So
the touchdown that I missed on camera.
The touchdown you missed on camera, yeah.
I was reminded of that by plenty of people, believe me.
Yeah. But we got
your sins don't go unnoticed on YouTube, Fuller Digital.
Option here to the near side.
Ooh,
Option
I like
pass.
It.
He got it. It's the place would have erupted if he would have brought that down. What a play call, Coach! I like the play call. I wish we would have seen a little bit more in the first half.
I like that. It's exciting.
Oh man, great play, option pass. Boy, the Hawks got bailed out there. Boy, this place would have went nuts.
Yeah, you know it.
Dang it, he had it. I think you just seen that goal line and just.
Well, plus, you know, you've kind of been at it. You know, the game scores what it is, and you're running, and all of a sudden this ball drops in front of you.
Yeah, just darn it. So 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Bielenberg pump fakes again. He's going to take off and run. Breaks one tackle and picks up enough for a first down. Quarterback's tough, Coach.
He runs good. I told Mr. Osterman today, I said if I was calling the plays for Siouxland Christian, he's having 25 carries minimum.
Yeah, I think I try to do I try to maybe, you know, instead of the even defense numbers on each side, I think maybe I do like an on balance and then let them run away from the number side.
Offense running on balance formation? Yeah,
with
for
this
sure.
QB, you know?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know, they have the numbers split on each side. I think
yeah, give yourself the
you know, let them try to take on only 1 or 2 guys out there instead of like 4 or 5.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Get guys away from the tackle box.
Yeah.
Take on some of the DBs.
Yeah. Maybe throw in a little bit of Hayek formation, really spice some things up.
The Bob Hayek formation or the Ryan Hayek formation?
Either way. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. There's Bielenberg. He's going to try to run here to the near side and get tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Those run plays we haven't seen work too well. There's too many guys in the box for the Hawks.
Yeah, when they have to match up with it in like physicality on the line of scrimmage, it doesn't seem to work out as well as kind of letting the defensive line dictate where the quarterback needs to run, and he takes advantage of it. It seems to be the route that they found success with.
7:30 here in the 4th quarter. 9:04 Central Time here. Bielenberg's going to drop back to pass, pump fakes, and fumbles the ball, but I think the Eagles jumped on. A nice job by Colby Penning with the sack.
What do you think about that, Coach, the pump fake? He does a lot of that, the two-hand pump.
I'm okay with the two-hand pump because, one, it's staying right here in your 2 hands. You're not,
right.
You know, when you pump with one, the ball slips and it's an incomplete pass. I just feel like so many things can happen with the one hand.
Can you overuse it to where it's like,
what I like to teach quarterbacks is a shoulder pump.
Okay, so instead of blocking the ball,
I'm not pumping the ball. I'm just giving a shoulder.
Okay. You're not taking the ball from your rear shoulder to your front shoulder and back to your rear.
I'm just a nod with the shoulder. Okay. The ball's still up high and tight, so I'm ready to sling it.
That makes sense because I could see where if you're doing that fake too much, the timing's going to get disrupted and the defense could strip it away. Kind of like what happened there.
Nice job. The screen was there, but Brady Worth was all over it, and the Eagles do pick up about 5 yards, but it's going to be Not enough for a first down, so the Hawks are going to take over at their own territory at the 34-yard line. Just under 6 minutes here, Coach. I don't know who we have for a backup quarterback, but this would be the time I'd like to see one come in.
Tell you what, if you don't have one, line up in Wildcat.
Right. I think.
Who would that be? Just one of the backs?
I'm guessing just Keaton Harpenall.
Keaton. I'm trying to think of the underclassmen if there's a.
No, there's not a lot of numbers after that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's
junior
small
class.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's mostly upperclassmen.
Yeah. So Keaton is going to take the quarterback reps here along with Coink. And they're going to try the option. And Harpenall's going to tuck it right up the middle and pick up enough for a first down across midfield into Eagle territory at the 29-yard line.
Tell you what, I don't mind seeing that just like throughout the game.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
Get the rock a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Landon's done a phenomenal job.
He has.
It's a different type of running style.
Well, I think it's just a nice switch up too when you have a Landon run. Maybe give him a break, then Keaton run. I mean, they both can run the option,
sure.
right?
Absolutely, yeah. You're talking about probably
so
similar
just to
speed,
keep them
just
fresh,
style.
you know what I mean?
Give Coink some of those too. Just catch it and get downhill.
Yeah, they got a nice little 3 backs that can kind of
for sure. Yeah,
take
they have
the
a good
load
rotation.
on. And this one's going to be Coink right up the middle.
Nice,
a lot of room. And he picks up close to 10 yards. We'll see what they do. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
That's good
first
for Brady
down.
to get the carry like that.
Boy, and when the DBs tackle a 215-pounder, you know, it's just that's late in the game. It gets a little harder. So 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the Eagle 20-yard line. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
And one thing you have to be aware of too, if you start rotating different people at quarterback and you start doing handoffs, is how they practice the handoffs.
Yep, here's another option by Keaton Harpenall. Another 10 yards. Boy, that cutback's been there all night. 1st and goal for the Hawks. It's almost like they're not even looking for that option now. They're just automatically cutting it back.
Right, and you know what, just thinking about that defensively, you look at Siouxland Christian, trying to be overly aggressive, trying to come out here and get a win, probably coming over pursuing a little bit. So they're not really breaking down. They're not staying home. You're just go, 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 and then you create those cutback lanes.
So Keaton in the backfield with Elijah Schrader. Keaton's going to fake the handoff, run to the far sideline, and break a few tackles, go across the goal line, touchdown, but there is a flag on the field.
I wonder, blocking the back maybe?
And usually it's not good things. We'll see.
Holding
on the offense. Back it up.
Yeah, in a game like this, too, I like to see a guy like Colby Penning get the rock here.
Yeah, yep.
Senior, come out there, Especially you've been having to play, behind last year's senior class for 3 years.
For sure.
Let him get a chance to go out there and put one in the end zone.
100% agree. We know what we have with Keaton Harpenall, Brady Coink,
right, yeah.
Landon Walsh.
Exactly. They're going to get the rock all year.
Yeah, let's see what, 31, Cade Tinniger, number 5. Let's see what they can do. So 1st and goal at the 17-yard line. Cade Tinniger in motion. Now they're going to option to the far side. Pitches it to Cade. And Cade gets met right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Eagles. So any locks for this week's first college football season? Any locks you're feeling good about?
Yeah, Georgia.
When in doubt, Georgia.
Every SEC team that's playing a team, that.
When in doubt, Georgia, Alabama.
In the FBS. Yeah, I looked at the games yesterday, and I was just like, well, I guess I can be productive on Saturday because there really isn't a game that I, am dying to watch.
The Hawkeyes open up with Utah State.
And, you know,
Cyclones.
I'll have that on. I'll have that on.
The Cyclones open up with the Panthers, the UNI Panthers.
Actually, yeah, I'll probably have that game
Upset
on.
alert.
But I don't know. This whole gambling thing has thrown a wrench into all the state teams.
Yeah. When in doubt, just ask those players which one's to bet on.
There you go. Got to make friends with these guys.
Yeah. 1:20 here in the fourth quarter.
But no, the next game I'm excited about watching college would be LSU Florida State on Sunday. That'll be a
fun one. Yeah.
Be a decent game.
Yeah, I'm ready for the college football to get away from the mismatches on week one, week two.
It's just not fun. I mean, football is great. I'm glad it's back, but I want to watch
the near side. And pitch it to Cade Tinniger. Cade ran out of bounds there at about the 10-yard line.
Who do the Packers have?
Packers open up on Sunday.
Bears?
3:25 against the Bears at Soldier Field.
Ooh, could be a tough one.
You know what they say? It's time for some loving.
That's right, man.
The Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love. Had a great preseason. We'll see if he can carry it over to the real season, right?
Absolutely. It's always different when the regular season comes around. That's got to be a grind, the NFL.
Oh, couldn't imagine.
Got guys that are 300 pounds that run 4.6 40s.
Oh.
Just monsters everywhere.
Utah State, wasn't it? Or Utah State, I think it's where Jordan Love went to college. I could be wrong. 5 seconds delay game.
Stump me on that.
I want to thank Jim Wasselman for on the camera tonight. Hopefully stick around. We'll have Tim Osterman here for a post-game interview. I want to say Utah State. And that's going to be the game. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 48, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. Hawks go to 2-0 on the year. We'll be back after a few.
Well, Coach, I'm signing off. Thanks for having me again. I'll see you next week.
Again. Appreciate it. Stick around. We'll have Osterman post-game interview here. We'll be back.
Next Level Internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to partner with Remsen St. Mary's Schools, bringing you live athletic events throughout the year. If you can't make it to the games, please consider donating to the Remsen St. Mary's Activity Club by scanning the QR code above or by sending a check to the school with Activity Club in the memo. Your contributions will help St. Mary's Athletics stay strong now and into the future. Thank you for watching the game.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Mighty Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Mighty Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions, St. Mary's Hawks football. Some quick stats here. Landon Walshman, 169-yard passing, 2 TDs. Walshman, 178 yards on the ground with 4 TDs. Braxton Knipe, 119 yards receiving with a couple touchdowns. It was 0-0 after the first quarter for the Hawks. Then the Hawks open up in the second quarter with scoring 36 points, led by a 2-yard touchdown run by Koink. Then a 5-yard touchdown run by Walschmidt. And then a 24-yard TD pass, Walschmidt to Braxton Knipe. Then a 58-yard TD run by Walschmidt. And then a 5-yard TD run by Walschmidt and make the score at half 36-0 in the third quarter. The Hawks open up with a 55-yard TD run by Walschmidt. And then a 28-yard TD pass, Walschmidt to Braxton Knipe. Here with Coach Osterman. Coach, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. We'll take it.
You know, it was a tough first quarter start. We always said, we talked earlier today about, you know, you want to see like to see a good improvement from week 1 to week 2. The first quarter definitely wasn't that improvement. The kids looked like they came out a little flat. They know on paper it's a big mismatch. And I think they just kind of lost their focus there a little bit early in the first quarter. Was it something you said that kind of getting going in the second quarter, or was it on their own? Just talk about the 36 points in the second quarter that got them going.
Yeah, and I think I'll take the blame for that. That was my bad. I wasn't probably up to snuff this week, so I'm not going to blame the kids. I'll blame myself for that. But I don't know what exactly was going on in the fourth quarter. I just complimented their coaches. Boy, they played really hard in that first quarter, and they were giving us some fits. And I think we made some personnel changes just to look to see what it was going to affect. And I think they made some really good plays in the first quarter. But I think the second quarter, I think maybe just we've kind of finally found some plays and made some big plays. And I think that's kind of what you'd have to do to break a game like that open. I felt like the defense was doing exactly what we needed to do to kind of stay in the game and make the plays. I guess, you know, to get them on the ground and affect knowing where 15 is and all those things. But so again, some really good games on defense, offensively. I think Landon, again, I think he finally took some shots. You know, and I know Coach Gallus is a little concerned with a couple of those throws into traffic. And DK really kind of bailed him out tonight. He had a really big game tonight offensively, but I think Landon was finally able to kind of get some things going in the run game. That really helped us out, found that option play, and then took some really nice shots down the field. And I was really happy with that in the second quarter. And then I thought the second half we played really tough too, and that was really what you want to see happen. So.
Yeah, definitely the option game got going for the Hawks offensively. That cutback was there all night, and Lannon took advantage of that, ran tough. And Coach Arnold and I, you know, talked about he's a kid that gets better as the game goes on. Maybe a slow start, but he starts getting more confident every time he gets a rep, whether it's running or passing the ball. You talked about Braxton Knipe, had a big game offensively. You know, he's a mismatch you're probably going to have going forward, you know, with your other big tied, you know, receivers with Sam at 6'7", Colin at 6'7". BK is going to have a lot of mismatches himself. And it's nice to see him win those battles, you know. And another game offensively without any turnovers. You got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, and I think, again, that's one thing that I'll compliment our offensive staff for doing a really good job. Those running backs really put the ball away, and they don't really put it in harm's way. And I think even a couple of different times the running backs did a good job of making sure that they're high and tight with it. But, yeah, again, for everything that Landon might not be real crisp in the passing game, like right away, boy, he doesn't really put that ball in harm's way at all. And we're going to really compliment him on that. That's a big step forward for us. And, again, that's another Coach Gallus staple. His quarterbacks never really put the ball in harm's way, and they always kind of do what they need to do. So I'll take that every day of the week. And Keaton got a nice interception tonight. We were trying to affect the ball. We were trying to cause some fumbles. Siouxland Christian did a nice job, too, wrapping the ball up. They weren't really willy-nilly with it either. So, like I said, I compliment their coaches and their crowd. They were in it the whole time.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere for 8-man player. You know, Coach Arnold and I said, you know, this team has been getting better. The culture is getting better every year. Coach, one thing that has been consistent this year so far is that defense for the Hawks. You know, one turnover tonight, but had a lot of opportunity at some other ones. Koink, I think, had his hands on 3 of them. You know, they put them in bad situations, 4th and long, 3rd and long. Coach, just talk about how great your defense has been and how it gets them off schedule calling plays.
Well, and we're so vanilla, but I think it's just our players. Our players just play so hard, and they're so intuitive with some things, and our defensive line just knows their job, and our linebackers come up and they'll hit you, and the defensive backs are staying on top of so many good plays. So, yeah, I mean, if you can affect them on first down, and Siouxland Christian dropped a couple of balls that I think they would love to have back that would keep them on schedule. And so sometimes that's on the offense. But, again, can we take advantage of it when they make those mistakes? And so far on defense, we've been able to put them in a bad spot, and that zone's really helped keep everything in front, we can affect the ball in the air, and that's a big step for us too. The defensive line didn't maybe get the number of sacks I was thinking maybe they could get tonight. Their offensive line played pretty stout for the most part. But, I thought there were some really good pieces tonight that we could still build on.
And so, Coach, next week, looking at it, going on the road to West Bend Mallard. I know you probably took a week by week, so you probably haven't watched a whole lot of film on them, but just playing them in the past, you kind of know what you're going to get from the Wolverines. Coach, just a little pregame. What are you looking forward to going into this next week as far as preparation? Is it getting the kids focused? Maybe now we're back to a team that's going to be very competitive. We got to stay focused. Just talk about your preparation coming this week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be weird coming off of a Labor Day to come to this game. So we got to come ready as coaches on Monday and make sure that we have our ducks in a row. And West Bend's just going to come out and hit you. They're just going to keep pounding away. Okay, like a good hammer or nail, and they're going to just try to penetrate it where they can. So, our kids have to be ready for a dogfight, and we're going to be tired, and so we're going to have to really push early in the week to make sure that we're focused and ready to go for their tempo. It's not no huddle, but it's sprint to the line, and you got to be ready to go. So we're probably going to have to be really smart with what they do. And again, with West Bend, it's what you see is what you get.
Yep.
So they don't really try to spread you out and do a lot of different things. So their running back's going to go downhill, the quarterback's going to keep it, and then they're going to put in play action. So we're going to have to be ready for all that stuff, and it'll be a big week for us.
Awesome job. Congratulations, Coach, going to 2-0 tonight. Thanks for coming to the post-game interview with Coach Osterman. I want to thank everyone for watching the game. I also want to thank for all the sponsors making this possible. Thanks to Coach Zach Arnold for calling the game with me. Also, Jim Wesselman on the camera tonight. The Eagles will be on the road next week against our Weeva Rockets, and the Hawks will be traveling to West Bend Mallard Wolverines. Your final score tonight, Remsen St. Mary's Hawks 48, Siouxland Christian Eagles 0. So long from Ryan Hayek.